Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Sports Report. My name is Dylan Walker, your Friday show host. For today's episode, I have a ton of exciting news to share with you, including updates on men's and women's tennis, a preview on Cowboy football, and new additions to the OSU Athletics Hall of Fame. The men's tennis team kicks off conference play this weekend with a match against Bedlam rival OU this Friday. Then, on Sunday, they face off against the University of Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. The Cowboys are currently sitting at 10-6 so far this season and are entering conference play with strong momentum. Games will begin at 6 p.m. on Friday in Norman, then they return home on Sunday for the match at 1 p.m. Links to watch the matches can be found on okstate.com. The women's tennis team is heading down south this weekend to take on two of their Big 12 competitors, Texas Tech and TCU. As of right now, the Cowgirls are 12-3 on the season and 3-1 in conference play. Match time on Friday is scheduled for 5 p.m. in Lubbock, and then on Sunday, the girls will travel to their games against TCU taking place at 1 p.m. Stream links for these matches can also be found on okstate.com. And now it's time to shed some light on the Cowboy football team, specifically the defensive line. Out of all the positions, the defensive line is by far the most experienced and the deepest of the crew. Only 2 players didn't return, and the team still has Colin Oliver, Tyler Lacey, Brock Martin, and Brendan Evers. With 24 total players this spring, we can only assume the defense will be dominant. In other sports news, 6 riders for the Osu Equestrian team have been given the honor of being named 2021 and 22 National Collegiate Equestrian Association Area All-American team members. With the 6 new additions, OSU now has 35 riders total who have been given this award, a very impressive amount indeed. The criteria to win such award includes a win average of over 67% excluding ties, competing in a minimum of 67% of NCEA qualifying regular season meets, and they must have an adjusted score of 85 for flat, 90 for fences, 80 for horsemanship, and 75 for reining. A very big congratulations goes out to everyone who has won this prestigious award. Speaking of prestigious awards, OSU has announced 5 new inductees for its Athletic Hall of Honor. They are legendary softball coach Sandy Fisher, cowgirl soccer player Adriana A.D. Franch, women's basketball player Andrea Riley, men's golf player Lindy Miller, and cowboy football player Rashawn Woods. To explain the selection process a little further, it begins with a screening committee of OSU athletics coaches and staff members who narrow the list down to 50 candidates. After the list has been decided, they send it over to a committee of people affiliated with OSU athletics but not employed by them. They go on to select the 5 honorees. The 5 will be inducted here in Stillwater on September 17th. Well, everyone, it looks like we've reached the end of our show. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next Monday.